everybody, welcome into another SFA training camp video. I love making these, and we just debuted a brand new coaching firing system for season 10. This is a long time coming. It's always kind of been of a weird, using the eye test to see who gets fired and that sort of thing. But now we have concrete rules and regulations, and it's dynamic, so it will change throughout the seasons and kind of do its own thing. So let me explain. Okay, so this sheet will be available to every coach at any time in the taken jobs section. Okay, so we have the job security tab down here at the bottom and the taken jobs section here for new coaches. Now if you're a new coach, I'll add you on. So everybody starts out the season 10, with their expectations, their target win threshold. This is decided by your previous season performance, your overall in game, and what the game's contracts tell you is your expectation. So I've kind of balanced them all out. So you got the highest expectation you can get is 10 wins a season, and the lowest expectation, the minimum, is 4 wins per season. So this is the static start for you. Okay, from here it's going to dynamically change based on your performance. I'll go over that in a second. Okay, so first off, if you hit your target win threshold, great, you don't lose your job, you move on to the next season as normal. If you win a bowl game, okay, so not just if you make the bowl game, if you win the bowl game, then that's when your target wins will go up by 1 for the following season. Okay, so obviously winning a bowl game is the goal, and then your expectations are obviously going to get higher. If you do not hit your target win threshold, this is when you might want to start getting a little nervous, because you could potentially be losing your job and be forced to look for a new team and start completely over. If you do not hit your target threshold, okay, so I am East Carolina, I'm at 9, that's my goal. If I do not hit 9, I have 3 options. I can spin the firing wheel, or I could take on a punishment. We have 2 different punishments, so 3 options. So spinning the firing wheel, what is that? So if I miss my target, I have to spin the wheel. The percent chance of me being fired is weighted by how much I miss that target by. Okay, so if my target is 9, if I get 6 wins, that's 66% of my goal, correct? So there'll be a 33% chance of me getting fired, and we'll spin a wheel at the end of the season on a live stream to see who gets fired and who gets to stay. So the fact that it's weighted really factors into your choice, because if I have a target wins of 9 and I super underperform and only get like 3 wins, then there's like a 66% chance I lose my job. I'm like 6 seasons into ECU. I've laid the foundation. I built this program up with my bare hands. I don't want to lose it, so I'm probably not going to spin the wheel. So then I have 2 other options. I have punishments. So the first punishment is I can choose to keep the job, but I have to sacrifice half of my budget in the following season. If you don't know about recruiting budgets or anything, I suggest that you watch the previous video, the recruiting video, in this playlist, so that you can get caught up to speed. But yeah, so I'd sacrifice half my budget for the next year, and I can only do this once per job. The second option is punishment 2. I can choose to keep my job, but I have to spin a wheel and lose one of my SFA players to the transfer portal. Now, as you guys know, SFA players are players recruited through the Discord. They're a lot better than regular players. We have storylines and everything with them, so they're very valuable, and that would hurt a lot because it'd be a random player. I could lose my star quarterback. I could lose wide receiver Heimlich Heisenberg, the love of my life. So, no. Now, both these punishments you can only use once per job, which means basically you get 2 chances to keep the job and suffer a minor setback with a budget or losing a player before you're forced to start spinning that wheel. So obviously anyone can have one down year, so we don't want somebody just to immediately get fired. And Another wrinkle we have in this system is immunity. Because obviously we want people to be able to stay at their programs, so there should be ways where you can't get hurt by a bad season. So one of the main ones, as you see everybody in yellow here, is first year immunity. So anybody who is a first year head coach or is in the first year at a new job, you guys get automatic immunity. You can't be fired because you guys haven't impacted the roster at all. You're taking over a brand new program. I don't really expect you to do much with just a playbook, right? So I give you a year to at least recruit and try to improve them at least a little bit, and then you go from there. If it turns orange, this means that you survived the wheel or you took a punishment, and then your target wins are going to go down. Obviously, you don't see any orange on here because the season hasn't finished. If it turns red, obviously they're fired and they have to go to a new job. And for those of you who are unaware about how you get a new job, at the end of the season, it's going to work the same way. If you're interested in hearing offers from other schools, you can, or if you get fired, I'll send you offers as well. Normally, I talk to you and see what kind of offers you're kind of looking for, so I don't give you dumb offers that you have no interest in. I'm only going to offer you schools that did worse than you that season. Because obviously you can't go from a 4-win team to a 12-win team, right? So, yeah, if you have more questions about off-season coaching changes, DM me. Another great way to earn immunity, especially if you have a high target win threshold, is if you win your conference championship game or if you make the college football playoff, you automatically get immunity in the following season. So as you can see, 2 users have that for season 10. Baylor, who is our highest expected win, he's at the max. He won the Big 12 and he made the college football playoff, so he has immunity for this season. Same thing with Arizona State, who won the Pac-12 in season 9. He is good this year, no matter if he gets 1 win. Finally, if a user does win the national championship, this is obviously the best of the best. They earn immunity until their program crumbles back to not missing bowl eligibility. So if Baylor ends up winning a national championship this year, which is very unlikely because he chokes, he could go 20 seasons and not get fired as long as he keeps getting 6 wins. Okay, so that one's obviously the most valuable, and it should be. You know, if you win a natty at a school, you shouldn't be fired for what we're doing. And obviously, these turn green if you pass, and I will put your record here as well so that you can see how you fared. And then obviously the current jobs will change as you're fired and as you're hired. So this is going to be a very dynamic sheet. Your wins are going to go down, they'll go up, and it will kind of show kind of your journey as a coach. Finally, for you new users, here is our brand new taken job screen. Sev just a screenshot posted in Discord that's not updated. This will be updated automatically and available to new users when they join. Obviously, you can't take a team that already has a user coach, so those are off limits. Anything in gray. Anything in red is either they're in the top 25 or they're too high of a prestige, meaning they're like a 95 overall, to which I'm not letting new users take them over. So, and that's anybody in red. Obviously, if you're in the top 25 and you're a user coach, the user coach will override them. Shout out to Coach Mike for helping making this sheet. So yeah, if you're new here and you're just checking everything out, anything in white is a team that you can take over right now. And this obviously will dynamically change as people join and people leave. So yeah, if you have any questions on any of the coaching contract screens, let me know. Shoot me a DM or just at me in general. And yeah, thanks for watching.